What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and we had some fantastic earnings coming out just yesterday, and now the market's in pretty much like a really strange turmoil kind of thing, and we just wanted to look at a pretty interesting stuff within the Wall Street Bets forum. Again, this is the Reddit Wall Street Bets forum, the one and only where if a 4chan user got into a Bloomberg terminal, that's basically their slogan here within Wall Street Bets. That being said, we had our Bezos and We Trust come out today. They kind of did a nice little render here, like a car burning and this Bezos walking all muscular away. He had a snapshot of what his current positions were in Amazon. Looks like he had a credit spread, a put credit spread here that he was selling here, and also a couple debit spreads, basically 8 of them around $22 to like $2,200. Total cost around $18,000, selling it for a little bit more. Of course, it's going to be up today because the stock got up to nearly $180 plus. We can go ahead and look here at the chart here in a second. Let's go ahead and just swing over to that. So with Amazon, we kind of talked about this on the live stream yesterday that we did as a special going forth. We're really seeing, again, that Fibonacci retracement from the previous swing high to low had a huge uptick, again, huge gap up on earnings, but we are not breaking above that 78.6 percentile move. So that is literally almost to the T. Let's go into a slightly lower time frame, like a 15-minute chart. We have not broken above that line. This is how powerful those Fibonacci retracements are. So basically right out of the gun, not able to break above 32.46. Again, now we're kind of hovering around the 31.6999. That's a great level also to be at. Potentially, I would like to see the Amazon and company really trade around this level. Again, would love it to go higher as well, but you're really seeing it here. It's not getting really above the 21 all day here on the 15-minute chart. Again, most of the stuff we're looking at is in the daily side, so really big looking out for the 31.6999 to hold. Again, that's the 618 retracements from the previous swing high to low, entailing for Amazon to kind of hold that position. If things can go sour and we start selling through that level, that would be start looking around the 31.1615 level. It's going to be the 50% retracement from the previous swing high to low there. So going back to this individual trader, this guy had a pretty substantial amount of positions on. He was trading, I think he got those debit spreads really for about $22. So if we pop over Thinkorswim, we kind of have them simulated right now. He bought the 3200 call and sold the 3300 call for August 7th. They're currently trading around $29 to $30. So he would be up maybe $6,000 to $7,000 on that overall position. So very well positioned. Maybe bought a little bit too far out of the money for my understanding, or the way we trade here. I would rather have bought those a little bit closer to the money and really having the expected trade going from there. So going back to the chart again, we're looking for a pretty large move up. It got up nearly plus 5%, so that's again that key level, but that 78% percentile move there. On the weekly side, Amazon still looks super powerful. It looks super strong. It's really holding in between that 5 and 8 exponential moving average, and that trend is continue going higher. And don't forget, we are also going to have a fantastic live stream tonight, kind of discussing some more of the different various components of what happened in the market, what we look for, and things like that. It's going to be kind of like what we do on Sunday stock live stream, but some folks are not able to attend it on Sunday, so we're just going to make it. We'll still have it on Sunday, but we're going to do it on Friday sometimes as well. Next one, we have a user basically posting a pretty enormous gain in UPS, basically saying he's been making 1,200, almost 1,300% on UPS the past 2 months playing options due to the fact of this guy just highlights it pretty much. He says higher Amazon and Shopify demands more shipping. Duh, like. So it's pretty interesting. Great little play there. Let's go ahead and jump to the charts for UPS. This thing has also reported the other day. We sold some put credit spreads in this. Nothing too exciting. We made money on them, but this is a pretty large deviation move for UPS. We kind of saw this on coattails of FedEx also reporting fairly good numbers. So we're looking at here from the previous swing high to low on the daily side. that 100% move, we were kind of tapping that pre-earnings around the 125. Of course, with earnings, we just jolted higher up to from like basically 125 to 145, jumping $20 in UPS stock. This is not a Facebook. This is not a tech company. This is not Tesla. This is UPS that's able to make this ginormous move here and this huge leap higher. Looking like it's continuing wanting to trade higher. Looking at, it broke the 1272 extension, so that's going to be the next lower band of resistance to the downside. It's pretty far extended from all the moving averages, so it could really just continue to trade sideways, or it can start breaking out to potentially get up to 152, or it can start coming back down to the 125 level. Most likely with the very high elevated RSI and volume zone oscillator, potentially just trading sideways if the momentum can stay and the volume, and we just gotta get some weak hands coming in there. But a great looking chart here. It's going to be very difficult to get into this one right now. Again, looking for some pullbacks potentially, with the overall market potentially kind of feeling a little loosey-goosey right now, but we're kind of getting some strong buying into the close of today. Again, this is only about 15 minutes to 3 o'clock, so only about an hour left of trading. Again, this being said, next upside potential is going to be around 152. Downside potential is really going to come in around 125, and even where the 21 EMA, which the yellow line is. So kind of want to look here on how strong this move is. This is the deviations here. So you have red, purple, and green. Green is 1, purple is 2, deviation of the main channel, and then red is the 3 deviations. Most stocks just stay in 2 or 3. Sometimes they can get some movement and continue to kind of climb higher, but once you have a strong earnings and it really just breaks out of a deviation channel like you saw here, another example would be like the AMD really broke out of that deviation channel as well, and now kind of hovering off, kind of just trading sideways a little bit, potentially waiting for those moving averages to kind of catch up. So the same thing with UPS is seeing that same kind of movement here. Potentially, again, I'm not comparing UPS to AMD. We're just looking at the chart here, looking for this kind of consolidated at 137 potentially, to kind of give it a rest and potentially get that movement to go higher, because we're talking this is a pretty substantial move for a company like UPS, and this has been a long time coming, especially for that gentleman or lady holding all those call options and really just making a buku money there. So this is another 2 stocks that we're going to be looking at, is going to be Facebook and Apple, but I wanted to share this with Apple real fast. So everyone, I think, probably knows at this point that Apple's is going to be doing a 4-to-1 split, meaning that if you have 1 share of it now, you're going to be getting 4 shares now. Again, you're not going to be getting free money or anything. It's just, I guess, basically being the quantity of the shares are going to go up, and the value is going to still remain the same, but the overall monetized price is going to be down at a $100 price target come the end of August. This individual thinks that he's going to be getting some free gains here, even though he did the math here and still came out with $20,000 at the same thing. He still thought there was basically a price difference between 400 to 100. I'm not making fun of it, but I had to do multiple takes on without trying to say this without laughing, and not trying to chuckle at it by just looking at it, because it's already feeling a little chuckle come up in the back of my throat, ready to laugh. But just check that out. The comments are just priceless. Some of them are, again, it's Wall Street Bets, so it's going to be kind of rude. And then next, let's go ahead and look at Apple stock here. So Apple stock, we kind of just did a Fibonacci retracement from the previous swing high to low. We have broken past the 1272 extension. Again, that's around $411. Again, we are finally above that $300 price or $400 price target that we've been talking about. We kind of just been pounding at that door there, trying to get above that $400 price target. Now with this huge momentum and volume and just positive energy really coming through, we're seeing that price kind of come to fruition, and seeing these really nice print higher, basically hitting a high of around 417 today. Looking for the next ceiling of resistance around 426. That's going to be at the price level of 426.50. So that's going to be the 1618 percentile move. To the downside, we're going to be potentially looking just at the $400 price target. That's going to be a nice round number. That's also where basically the previous high kind of was from that tick over here. Then to the further downside, if you want to be a complete bear on this, is going to be around 390, and then you can kind of see the lines going down from there. Again, with earnings out of the way, a lot of the questions of if Apple can compete, can Apple contain, and if their store's not being open. I think the store being open really wasn't an issue because, again, we saw with UPS and FedEx, everyone's just literally ordering, getting everything to their house. And last stock we're going to be looking at is the Facebook. So Facebook, again, really kind of the same pattern. Really did not break above that 248, 250 range here. So that's around the 1272 extension from its previous high to low. And this is really a pretty strong move here. Really breaking out, even though there's a lot of negativity. Again, all these large tech companies just had a Zoom meeting or a WebEx with the Congress, the House Senate or House Congress Committee of, I don't know, monopolies, whatever, and just kind of dissing them left and right. Some was worth it. It was entertaining to kind of hear their Amazon's and Facebook's BS answers, but that's okay. That being said, really just breaking above that 250, 248 range, really strong here. You see the parabolic SAR has switched as well. We're still in a squeeze. RSI is pretty highly elevated, but it's nowhere near its top, so this can still run quite a bit. So looking for the next ceiling of resistance or overhead resistance is going to be around 278. That is, again, quite far away where we're currently at, but that being said, that could go higher as well. To the downside, we're really looking for support around the 21 and then really down to the previous kind of consolidation period around the 225 there. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. We are doing a live stream tonight. We're going to be doing it at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time again. Would love to see you guys out there. Again, guys, peace.